So rather than keep sucking your stomach in, what I'd like you to do is just to think about a piece of string that's pulling you upwards. And your chest, this part of your chest is on a rotation. So you want to imagine that you've got two wheels at the side, and if I rotate my wheels forward, that is bringing my chest towards the floor. But if I rotate my wheels backward, that is making sure that my heart is facing forward and it's open. Does that make sense? Yeah? And in terms of the way that your shoulders and your arms are, you want to imagine that you've got a bookshelf and it's at the back, just underneath your shoulder blades, and you're going to rest your shoulder blades on your bookshelf, which means that your shoulders are as far as possible from your ears. So your shoulders are as far as possible from your ears, which allows your arms to relax. And then the last thing is that imagine that piece of string that is coming from the top of your head that is pulling you in an upwards direction. So the top half of your body, from this part, your hips upwards, you're feeling a stretch to keep that spine nice and tall. But from your hips downwards, you want to think about being more engaged with the floor, yeah? So you want this compression through the floor. So you want to imagine that you've got two dance floors and that your feet is going through the first dance floor to the second dance floor. So you want to make sure that your knees are nice and relaxed and your hips are nice and heavy. And imagine that you've got roots growing from the soles of your feet. Because the idea of African dancing, so I'm just going to get rid of this thing that's in the front here. So the idea of African dancing is that you want to be as connected to Mother Earth as possible. You want to be connected to Mother Earth because African dancing is created by the inspiration of the earth and the world around you. So you want to be really connected with the floor here. Good. Okay, so the next thing I want you to visualize is that I want you to think of your posture being a bit like a gorilla. So your chest is nice and forward, your heart is open, and your arms are nice and relaxed. So you've got this feeling of the chest sort of coming forward just like a gorilla, a silverback gorilla. And then the arms are nice and relaxed. Good. So we're going to start and we're going to think about having a clock in front of us. So you've got a clock face and you at the moment are at the center of this clock. You've got 12 o'clock in front of you, 3 o'clock to the side, 6 behind you, and 9 o'clock to your left side. Okay? So 12, 3, 6, 9. So when I'm doing the geography of this, you'll be able to know exactly where your feet need to be. And you're at the center of the clock. So I want you to put your weight into your left foot. And I want you to take your right foot forward. And then I want you to bring it back to neutral. So this is our neutral stance. And then I'm going to ask you to take your left foot back and then bring it forward. This time around, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about the next time you're going to put your weight into 12, you're going to put your whole weight into 12. So I'm going to bring my upper body with my right foot into my 12 position and then go back to neutral. But this time when I go into 6, I'm actually just going to tap. So I'm going to keep my weight forward in my gorilla pose, but I'm just going to tap behind in 6. And back to neutral. So I go forward, bringing my whole body weight into 12, and then I'm going to go back to 6, just tapping. So we're going to go 12, 6, 12, 6, 12, 6, 12, 6, 12, 6. And you can see that my arms are also moving. So I've got total body movement when I'm doing this. I've not got my arms stiff, just thinking about my legs, but I want everything to work naturally. You want to think about yourself walking and how it feels when you walk. how your arms are in opposition. Good, so we've done 12 and 6. Next thing that I want you to do is I want you to do 3 and 9. So we've got 3 and 9, 3 and 9, 3 and 9. Okay, so I can see you're doing it, but what I'd like you to think about, guys, is that when you're doing 3 and 9, you want to make sure that you put your whole body weight into it. So it's not just a tap to the side, leaving all my weight centered, because that's what you get when you do 3 and 9. I want you to think about going into my 3, and as you can see, I take my whole weight into that right foot, back to neutral, and then I take my whole weight into my left, bringing that body across, back into neutral. So I have 3 and 9, and 3 and 9, and 3 and 9, and 3 and 9. And you can see what's going on with my arms. Can you see that? As I do my 3, I take my right hand over, again, just pushing into the elbows on my 3. Same with my 9. 3, 9, 3, 9. And you can see the rhythm of my arms. So as I transition, my arms drop as it goes into the other side. Boom, boom. Yeah? Can you see that? You all doing that? Yeah, you are. You're all doing it really well. That's your 3 and your 9. Good. Let's do our 6. That's what we're doing, 6. All right. So 6 means that you're going to take both feet behind you. So you're doing right and left. If you remember, we're keeping our upper body weight forward, and you're basically just tapping behind yourself to 6 o'clock. Nice and easy. 6, 6, 6. And you can see the body movement with my arms means that I'm taking my arms back as I take my legs back. Has everybody got that? Really simple. So we've got 12 and 6, 3 and 9, and 6, 6. So we're just focusing on the feet. Just focusing on the feet. Vicky, are there any questions at this stage? I can't see my computer whether it's close enough, but do we have any questions?
No, there are no questions. There was a few questions just about the music because it was coming in and out when you were playing it, but we'll try again when you put the next song on and I'll let you know how it sounds.
All right. If I need to put the volume on, would you let me know?
I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So I'm just going to put the music on, and I'm just going to say 12 or 6, 3 and 9 or 6. So you're going to think 12 and 6, 3 and 9 or 6. Yeah? All right. Here's some music. Let's just try it. We're here in neutral. Are we ready? Here we go, here we go. 12 and 6. We're going to do arms in a bit, so don't worry. Just our feet. Let's go to 3 and 9. 3 and 9. 3 and 9. 6. 12 and 6. 3 and 9. 6. Excellent. Well done, guys. All right. Good. All right. So now we're going to actually add some more upper body movement with our arms. All right. So On our 12 and 6, we're going to start with our arms in neutral, and we're going to take our arms up. So let's just talk about fingers. So you want to get rid of the air between your fingers, and you want to have them close together, like so. Excellent. All right, so you've got them in your neutral position. You're going to take your arms up, keeping the elbows nice and bent. As you bring them down, you're going to bring them round. So you're going to take them into your body, up your body, around, away from your body, and then behind you. As you come back, you're going to bring your arms forward. You're going to roll the arms towards your body, and then you're going to take them up. I'll do that again. You bring them down, roll towards your body, and then take them behind. You bring them back up, roll them towards your body, and bring them over your head. So we can go down, roll, back, roll, up, 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 roll, back. This is looking so good. The ones that I can see on the screen, you're looking amazing. Good. And up and back. So here's the thing. You need to be in time with the music. All right. So to help you to be in time with the music, this roll now, because I was teaching it, was a big roll. The roll needs to be smaller. So it's a much smaller roll. That's how small it is. It's tiny. It's a tiny roll in order to meet the music. Boom. Roll back. Roll up. Roll back. Roll up. Roll back. Roll. Have we got that? Does that make sense? Yeah? So now, what I'm going to ask you to do, here it is. I can't do it myself. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. You are going to have your weight in your left foot. As you take your weight forward on your 12 with your right foot, your arms are up. Good. As you come back to neutral, that's when the transition happens with your arms. You do this roll, and then you take the arms back at 6. Come back to neutral as you go forward. You've got to roll every time you transition with your legs. You have a roll with your arms. Does that make sense? Boom, sha, boom, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, you're good. You're so good. I'm going to give you the next bit. So the next bit of this is I want you to all, and here's the thing, I do it myself. I always think that I'm really down, and actually when I look at myself on video, I look really upright and tall. So for me, I really need to kind of exaggerate my level of where I am to kind of know that I'm down, and I want you to stay in that down position. All right, so I want you to think about your soles of your feet, growing those roots, keeping you nice and stable in the ground. So when you're doing this, you're going to keep it all nice and down. Yeah, excellent. All right, so let's move on to 3 and 9. So we had this, when we were doing it with the elbows, like so. You can do that if you want to, but what I'd like to do is this, which is taking the arms up, right? Both arms up. So let's just do this. So we're going to have our 2 hands, as we started, we're going to have them towards our chest, and we're going to swipe them down and take them up. Yeah? So we're going to have boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you've got it. If you got it, it's nice and simple. But every time you want to make sure you go back to neutral. When your arms are in line with your shoulders, you want to also make sure that the palms are facing away. All right, so you've got the palms facing away. Have you got that? Good. All right. So with that movement, what you can see is my head tilts in the direction of my arm and my leg. Does that make sense? So I'm not neutral here, but the whole body tilts and my head looks towards the arm that is away from me. So can we try that? 5, 6, 7, and a 3, a 9, a 3, a 9, a 3, a 9. It's difficult because I want to look at you guys to make sure you're doing it. A 3, a 9, a 3, a 9, a 3, a 9. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Are you? Yeah, good. I'm coming towards the screen to see. I love it. I love it. You're looking great. Excellent. All right. So the next thing that I want you guys to do is I want you to do your 6. So your 6 is we're going to take the arms and roll them back. So yeah, we're going to go boom, boom. We're not going to roll. We're not going to roll. We're just going to keep it really simple. So we're just going to have the arms back in our neutral position, and we're just going to take it back and 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 back. You've got it. You've got it. All right. So you're going to coordinate all of this. 12, 6, 3, 9, 6, 6. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's do it. Let's do it with some music. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, and a 12. A 6, a 12, a 6. 3 and 9. 6, 6. 12 and 6. 3 and 9. 6. Yes! All right. All right. I'm so convinced. We're going to put the music up a little bit. Here's the extra. You're all looking great, by the way, but here's the extra. You're all blues dancers, so I know that you can do this. When you are actually using your arms to go behind your head, I'm actually also stretching and extending through my chest. So I've got this feeling of push. So the gorilla in me is going to push my chest forward. Does that make sense? So rather than not engaging anything in my torso, which it means it looks like this, I'm also going to push, which means that my shoulders go back as my chest goes forward. So I want you to think about that when you're doing it. Same here. So as my leg goes back and my arms go back, my chest goes forward on my 6. With my 3, I'm pushing. I'm pushing again with my chest. Every time I do my 3 and my 6, my 3 and my 9, I'm pushing with my chest. So I want you to think about that. Same with my 6. Same with my 6. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Thank you. Thumbs up helps me to know that you know what I'm talking about. Let's try with some music. Are we ready? Are we ready? 5, 6. Here we 12 and 6. Keep it down. Remember the chest. So they go behind your head. 3 and 9. 6, 6, 6. And the 6, okay. 12 and 6. 3 and 9. 6. 'Nice, nice, nice. Well done, guys. Looking good. All right. So we're going to move on. We are still going to use the clock. So you've still got this clock face in front of you. You are at the center of the clock. We are going to rotate around the clock and we're going to go in an anti-clockwise direction. All right, so at the moment, my left foot is in the center and I'm going to mark points. The points are the same as the last exercise. We had a 12, we have 9, we have 6, and we have 3. So with my left foot in the center, I'm going to tap with my right foot at 12, tap with my right at 9, 6, 3. Have we got that? Let's do that again. Left foot, rotate to the left side. 12, 9, 6, 3. Put your weight now in your right foot. We're going to go clockwise and we're going to tap with our left at 12, 3, 6, 9. Ta-da! Let's do it again. Going anti-clockwise, marking with our right foot. 12, 9, 6, 3. Mark with our left. 12, 3, 6, 9. I do know my clock, by the way. It's just a bit confusing when you're thinking about what you're doing. Okay, so let's do that again. Round the left, round the right. 5, 6, 7, and a 12, a 9, 6, a 3, and a 12, a 3, a 6, and a 9. Yes, yes, yes? Excellent. Good. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to think about gorilla posture again. We're going to think about our gorilla posture again. All right. So when we're doing this now, we're going to push into our 12 and we're going to push by taking our hips, swinging our hips as far as we can. So we're kind of thinking about popping. Every time we shift our weight, we're going to pop our hips. Does that make sense? All right, let's do that again. So my weight is in my left foot. I then tap or mark my 12, have my knees, both knees are bent, but I'm going to prepare by taking my weight over into my left foot to swing my hip towards my right. As I move to mark my next point, which is 9 o'clock, I'm going to take my weight over to my left, swing my hips over to my left, to then swing my hips to my right. So every time I raise my foot, it's a preparation for the next point. Does that make sense? You can see that as I'm moving. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, let's do that with the other foot. So now my right leg is in the center and I'm going to do the same thing as I prepare. I gather my feet together and then as I step into my left foot, I swing my hips over to my left. Again, my 3 o'clock. Again, 6 and 9. Let's do that again. So I go 12, 3, 6, 9. Are we there? Can we put the two things together? So we're going to go round to our left, round to our right. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 12, 9, 6, a 3, and a 12, 9, 6, a 3. Okay, Let's do that again. This time I'm going to put in a transition. So the transition is I'm going to circle or roll my hips twice. Just watch. 12, 9, 6, 3, 3, 3. Got that? Let's do that. 5, 6, 7, and a 12, a 9, a 6, and a 3. Yeah? So this time I'm going to then as I'm doing this roll twice, I'm transferring my weight into my right foot in order to go around with my left. So 12, 3, 6, 9. Same roll as I transfer my weight into my left. Let's do that. All right, 5. So we're going to go round to the left, round to the right. 5, 6, 7, and boom, shoo, shoo, boom, 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 boom. Yes, yes, yes. Let's just try that to music. I know we haven't talked about arms, but we'll do that in a minute. Let's just try that to some music. Oh, let's have it a bit faster. See if we can go a bit faster. Here we go. 5, 6, here we go. And 12. Circle. 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 Again. How are we doing? Good? Thumbs up? How are we doing? All right? Yeah? All right. Watch the hands. Like I've got a tray. Like I'm holding a tray. Elbows are coming up. Just the arms. Just the arms. We're doing this at the moment. To the right, to the left, it doesn't matter. We're going to change. Other side. Good. All right. Watch. Yes, yes, yes. On the transition. 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 Are we ready? Here we go. 5, 6, here we go. And push. Keep going. I'm watching you.
Trisha, I don't know if it's the same for other people, but for me, the music keeps going in and out.
Yes, Vicky?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. I don't know if it's the same for other people, but for me, the music keeps going in and out again. So I don't know why.
Oh.
Your original sound is on, off, don't know.
My original sound, At the moment it's off. Shall I put it on?
Maybe try it on and see if that changes.
Sure.
When it's on, it's great, but sometimes it just goes totally quiet.
I'll try it with this and see if that works.
Thank you.
Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's have a go again. Vicky, tell me if you can hear this. Is this better? Five, six, here we go. Hop, 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 hop. Nice. And stop. Let's add. Let's add it together. Let's get ready. 5, 6, here we go. Hop, hop. 3 and 9. 6, here we go. 'Round we go on the paddle. Again, round. Keep going, keep practicing. All right, okay, this is looking good, guys. You are putting in so much effort and I hope you are sweating. Have a quick water, quick gulp of water, quick gulp of water. All right, do we have any questions?
There was one question just asking if you could talk a little bit about the pulse.
The pulse?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? The thing is, it's interesting because the pulse is guided by the music. So the idea is just like, I just think of it, okay, so here's what I want you to imagine. It's the same pulse that you will find with any music. The way that I think about the pulse is I imagine that here we've got my stomach. This is my stomach here. And I've taken all my intestines out. And I have a ball. And the ball sits at the base of my stomach. So for me, when I start to hear the music, that's why you see I'm preparing my body by understanding where the pulse is in the music before we actually start the movement. So I use my knees and my ankles as suspensions. Because my weight is forward and I'm in my gorilla posture, so you've got to think about that. The more upright you are, it's harder to find the pulse. When I get my body ready rhythmically for dancing, then everything is relaxed. So my legs are relaxed, my arms are relaxed. I've got some tension in my body because I need that. So when all of that's nice and relaxed, when I start thinking about my ball, which is in the base of my stomach, that's when things start to kind of pull together. So my knees and my ankles are suspensions, and I start using my, let's just say my body, I start to take my body down, and as I take my body down towards the floor, then I give my legs, my knees, my ankles some energy, which means the ball starts moving in my stomach. So the more energy I give, the more that ball starts to bounce against the base of my stomach. Does that make sense? And that's how I know that I'm moving rhythmically in time with the music. So I think about the bass, because don't forget we've got drums at the moment. It's very basic sound. The drums, the drum line is the bass line. So I'm actually matching my ball to the bass line. So the more energy, the more I kind of go faster with my knees and my ankles, the more the ball bounces quicker. The less energy and the slower, the ball bounces slower. So I want you to think about that as we just do, if we put this music on again, let's put this music on. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. One, two, count it, Tyler. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. My body goes with it because it's nice and relaxed. And I keep that throughout. When I'm even doing this, it's in my body. This is still going on. Through my chest. Yeah? Alright, let's just try that again. Try that whole thing again. Thinking about where your ball is in your body, bouncing against the bottom of your stomach. 5, 6. Keep that ball bouncing. Keep your energy down. 3 and 9. Keep the chest forward. Round we go. Round again. Cool. All right, let's move on. So the next thing that I want to do is something that's called high rate. So the idea is that we want to go back to our neutral position, knees nice and bent, and I want you to take your weight into your left foot, and I want you to raise your right foot. But in raising your right foot, you want it to be kind of in line with your hips. The key thing here is that I want you to make sure that your foot is flexed. So your foot is flexed. Thinking about the clock, I want to bring my knees up till 2 o'clock with my right, 10 o'clock with my left. 2 o'clock with my right, 10 o'clock with my left. Does that make sense? Rather than here, we don't want to see that. We want to see your pelvis open, bringing it 2 and 10. Nice and easy. Yeah, good. All right. So, because that's so easy, let's just talk about our arms. So we want to have our arms in line with our shoulders, and we're going to take we want to hinge from our elbows. As we hinge from our elbows, we're going to take the forearm and the hands up. Yeah? So we're going to go boom, boom, boom. And we're just going to drop them. Wherever they drop, they drop. But when they come back up, we have this position. All right, so we want to maintain that position as much as we can. Yeah, nice and easy, but we're going to try and maintain that. Now, I don't want you to think too much about the hands having to stop. I want you to go with the flow of wherever your hands are. We talked earlier about keeping the fingers together. So you want to still keep the fingers together, but look where my hands just naturally drop. I don't think about stopping it at a certain point. I just think about relaxing it and allowing the arms to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, that's it. Really, really simple. All right. So guess what? It works and coordinates with the leg. My weight is in my left foot. My arm, my right leg goes up, and then my arm goes up. As it drops down, guess what? My arms drop down. My leg goes up. My arm goes up. Boom. Just really simple movement. Yeah, this is called high rate. High rate. Yeah. Got it? Yeah, nice and simple. But here's the thing. For me, African movement is always about a certain energy and an attitude. So when you're doing this, it's a little bit like when I teach Lindy Hop. I always say it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. It's the same thing with all African, based dances. It's an attitude, and it's what you convey and put across when you're actually doing this movement. So I can do it. You're saying, yeah, I'm doing it, Trisha. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah. This is what it is. But it's different to this. Yeah, so you can see I have some attitude. So my shoulders move with my arms. Yeah. So you want to think about that. Also, my body leans. So I don't stay upright and center. I kind of lean. So as my right leg goes up, I lean to my left. Does that make sense? Yeah? So I want you to think about that. It's like I'm kind of like throwing my arms down. Once it gets into this position, it's like I'm just throwing it away. Yeah? So I don't want it to be too mechanical, because then it will look like it's a mechanical dance, and it's not. It's the most kind of relaxed way of moving your body. Just go with the flow, but allow the body to move with the legs and the arm. Let's try that to a bit of music. So we're going to start with our weight in our left, going up with our right. Yeah? All right. Here we go. That's what we're doing. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and. Let's do this let's put it all together. We can do this. Let's put it all together. We've got our clock, 12 and 6, 3 and 9, 6 and 6, round the clock left, round the clock right, round the clock left, round the clock right, high rate, whichever variation you want to use. Yeah, whichever variation you want to use. Let's get ready. Five, six, here we go. Hop, hop. 3 and 9. 6, 6. Round we go, to the left. High rate. Good, good, good. How's the music, Vicky?
Perfect for me. Sounds great.
All right, good, good, good. Everybody, quick water break. We're carrying on, quick water break. Okay, let's get moving. We have got so little time, we've got so much to teach you. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do, have we got any questions, Vicky?
We did have a couple actually. There was one that Karen asked, is there any lag or delay in, I think in particularly in this movement? But
Yeah. Is that what, okay. So no, there is just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But as you can see, as I drop my feet, my body turns towards the foot that I've dropped, which means that I have a preparation that allows me to turn my body across to the foot that's coming up and then down. So there should be no lag. I don't know whether it's the music, but it's just the transition. 1, 2, 1, 2. So if you think of the 1, or yeah, the 1 is when the leg is up. It comes down on 2. So there should be no lag. If there's a lag, it could be, I don't know, technical computer thing, but there is no lag.
and there was just one other question just about the transition when we're doing the turning. Or
Yeah.
side to the other. Just a little bit, what's happening with your hips in the transition moment?
Yeah, sure. So, if you remember, I talked about circling the hips. So what I'm doing is, as I go around, let's say we go to our left. Let's do this together, then it's easy because everybody can do it at the same time. I've got my left foot in the middle of the clock. I'm going to go around. I'm just marking it through on 12 and 9 and 6, but 3, I stay in my open position and my hips go around the clock in a clockwise direction. I give 2 hip rolls. Boom, boom. That's it. 2 hip rolls. 1, 2. So again, I'm not teaching the hip rolls because I know that you're all blues dancers and you've done this with Vicky and Adelmo 1 millionth time. So I'm not going to be doing it again. But all I'm doing is taking my hips across to 9 o'clock and then taking it round the clock twice. So I start sort of at 9 o'clock. I don't start at 12, I start at 9 and roll the hips twice. And I've still got my tray arms. I hope that answers the question. Let's do that together just to make sure that everybody's got it. So we'll just mark it through. We've got 12, we've got 9, we've got 6, and then we've got 3. 2 hip rolls. That's it. As I'm doing that second hip roll or first hip roll, wherever you want to, you can see my weight transfers over to my right foot. So I'm able to raise it, collect, and then step into my left foot on 12 o'clock. I do the same thing. I go 3, I go 6, and at 9, I do the same thing. I keep the rotation exactly the same. So I'm starting at 9 o'clock, 2 hip roll, boom, 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 tray arms, transferring weight into the left to start again with the right. Does that make sense? Good. All right. Okay. So if we've got that, I would like to move on. So the next thing that we're going to do, again, really simple, keeping it simple. Decided to start off simple. So weight is in your left leg, and you're going to take a step, 2 steps to your right. You're going to go step, together, step. So that's your 2 steps. And then you're going to tap with your left. Really simple. All right, to do that again, starting with your left foot. You're going to take a step to the right, together to collect, a step to the right again, and this time you're going to tap with your left foot. Let's do it the other way. We take a step with the left, together as we collect, step with the left, tap with the right. Really simple. So we got step, together, step, tap, step, together, step, tap, step, together to the right, step, together to the left. I'm not teaching anymore. You do much more complicated things than that, okay? All right, so that's nice and simple. All right, but this time, I want you to add a hip roll. So you're going to isolate and give me a hip roll every time that you step with your right foot. You're going to give me one of those hip rolls. So if your weight's in the left, let's just practice the hip rolls, because I know, again, your blues dancers, you know how to do this. Key thing here is that you want to make sure that your weight is into the floor, so that when I actually take my, when I transfer my weight into my left leg, everything is nice and relaxed and nice and soft, which means that I can get more hip movement. The more I bend into my movement, the more I'm able to do the rotation in my hip. If I've got my knees nice and, not nice, the word is not nice, but if my knees are, you know, when you've got them sort of tight and you've got no flex in them, then it's harder to move your hips, all right? So I want to think about relaxing into my knees, and then I can move my hips. So we're going to do the same thing again when we just step together, step, tap. This time, we're going to move the hips. All right, so as I step, as I rotate, so weight's in the left, as I rotate the hip, I rotate it in mid-air, so you've got this feeling of going forward on 12, rotating the hip, then I bring my feet together, rotate the hip again, and then tap. All right, so let's do that again. Weight in the left, you've got rotate, together, rotate, tap. Have you got that? 5, 6, 7, and rotate, together, rotate, tap. But you can see, as I bring together, as I bring it together, I want to complete the movement. So I don't do half a rotation, I want to complete the movement. So if I do this side, maybe you can see better. You can see I rotate right round, and then I collect. I rotate right round, and then I collect. I'm just trying to use my arms to kind of illustrate what happens with my body, yeah? So let's just try that again with the weight in the left. Rotate, together, rotate, tap. Right, we're going to do the same thing again on the left. Again, let's just practice the rotation with the left hip. Again, the more you bend, the more you have movement in that left hip. So you're rotating starting at 12 o'clock, going round the clock, back together, all right? So you're going to rotate, and you're going to create that movement as you're stepping. So you've got rotate, together, rotate, tap, rotate, together, rotate, tap, rotate, together, rotate, tap. Have you got that? Come on, you blues dancers, I know you have that. Yay! Yay! Looks really good. Oh my gosh, looking really, really good. All right, so here's the thing. I want you to do that. This time, I want you to go against the wind. Okay, what does that mean? For those of you who are Lindy hoppers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When I ask you to go against the wind, it means that you want to be traveling in a direction, let's say to our right, and the wind is beating you in the face. So you've got this tilt in your body as you're doing it. So the wind is coming in the direction that you are traveling towards. When I go to my left, I want to travel to my left. The wind is coming in this direction. Does that make sense? Yeah? So you're going to do the movement again, but you are going to tilt your body in the opposite direction. Do a boom, boom. Same thing again. Yeah? All right, so let's try it. 5, 6, to the right and to the left, and to the right and to the left, okay? 5, 6, 7, and to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left. Have you got it? Yes? Yay. Good. Let's try it with some music. Let's just try it with some music. Use your hips as you do the movement. I'm coming to the screen so I can see you all. Oh, nice. Very nice. I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. But I wouldn't expect anything less from you guys. All right, okay, so we're gonna, you know what feels really unnatural is that I haven't talked about the arms and what we do with the arms, because the arms need to do something. So we're gonna do something really simple. We're gonna take our arms out. Again, I'm not gonna talk about the fingers because I've spoken about them several times. Whoop, keep them together. Take the arms forward. So you want to imagine that your palms, well, you don't have to imagine, just do it. Put your palms facing down. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go towards our right side. So quite simply, all we're going to do is we're going to circle our right hand. I'm going to circle it right round, 360, bring it back to my neutral position. And I'm going to do that twice. Can we do that together? So we got 1 circle, 2. Excellent. So when I'm traveling towards my left, we're doing the same thing. 1 circle, 2. So 2 circles on each side, to the right, to the left. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2. To the right. 1, 2. To the left. 1, 2. 1 again. Right, left, left. Okay. I think you have it. I think you have it. So I want you to think about your feet. I want you to think about your hips. I want you to think about the way that you tilt your body. I want you to look towards the direction that you're going, thinking about the wind coming towards you, and I want you to do your arm circle. That's not a lot that I'm asking you to do. Not a lot at all. No, no. All right, here we go. Shall we just do this together without music? Let's just try this together. A 5, 6, a 5, 6, 7, and a 1, a 2, and a 1, a 2, and a 1, a 2. I'm looking at you, but you should be looking in the direction that you're going. A 1, a 2, and a 1, a 2, and a 1, a 2, and a 1, and a 2. Have you got it? Yes, yes, yes? I think you have. Yes, I know. I can see you all got it. Let's put it to some music. Let's do it. Watch the next one. Watch the next one. Watch the next one. Watch the next one. Have you got the arms for that? You're now going to put the feet in it. Five, 6, here we go. Hop, hop. Here we go, to the top. 5. 5, 6, 5, 12 and 6. 3 and 9. 6. Take it down. Round. High rate. Circle, arm circle. alternate. Woo! How did it go? Do you look good? Yay, yay, yay. Woo! All right. Okay, let's move on. We're going to do the snake. We're going to do the snake. So, feet shoulder width apart. Those of you who've done Lindy Hop will be familiar with this movement. It's like a swivel. All right, so we're just going to, let's just practice the swivel. I think that's the easiest thing. I'm hoping you all know this. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like to have your knees nice and soft, and I want you to put your weight into your left foot. For the purpose of the exercise, we're going to start with our right. So as I raise my right foot, I'm going to take my hips over to my left and step on the ball of my right foot. I then transfer the weight from my right. As I raise my left, I'm going to swing my hips towards my right, step with my left. Swing, step with my right. Swing hips, step with my left. Swing hips, step with my right. Swing hips, step with my left. I am hoping, does everybody know what a swivel is? Yes, yeah, I'm looking at faces that I know, who I can see. Is there anybody, could you, if you don't know, yes, I know, Vicky, I'm assuming that you'll have done this before. Is there anybody that does not know how to do a swivel? I'm hoping that is not the case. Let's move on. Okay, all right, so let's just do it to some music. Let's just do the swivel to the music. Just nice and simple, weight in our left foot. We're going to step forward on our first step will be on our right. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. Keep it nice and soft. Keep your energy down. Keep your weight in the balls of your feet. I'll turn my back. Cool. All right, so I'm going to guess that you've all got this. There is only one little bit of variation. People ask, where did the swivel come from? Again, its origins are West African. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 taps at the beginning of our swivel. So, before I put everything together, let's just have our weight in our left foot, and we're going to tap twice with our right. We're going to go tap, tap, and we're only tapping with obviously the ball of our foot. So on our right foot we go tap, tap. That's 2 taps. Good. And put the weight in the right foot. We're going to tap 2 taps with our left. Tap, tap. Place the weight again. We're going to go right, right, left, left. Right, right. Nice and simple. Yes, you may say, nice and simple. Now we're going to combine the taps with the swivel. So we've got tap, tap, swivel, down. All right? So I'll do that again. Tap, tap with the right. First swivel with the left, left, right, left. Yeah, so we've got tap, tap, swivel, down. All right, so that means you end up with your weight on your right foot so that you can do tap, tap on the left and 4 swivels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, left, right. left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left. Tap, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have we got that? Have we got that? Did I make sense? Sorry, I took a bit of time getting my brains around it, but yes, you've got it. Good. All right. So, let's try the music. Yeah, let's do it together. Let's do it together. 5, 6, here we go. And tap, 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 tap. Good. All right. Here's how we're going to just change it up, which is something that I never say in Lindy Hop. So I've talked about being down all the time, but this time, a little bit for those of you who know the Shorty George, and when we teach the Shorty George, the idea is that you have this real upright start to it, and then you go down into the Shorty George, you know, ha, ba-doo, ba, boo, ba, boo. You have this feeling of stretching up and then going down. It's the same thing with this. So the idea is that when I do my tap, I'm pretty upright. I'm upright. I'm as upright as I can be. I stretch through it. So then when I go into my swivel, I go down. So then when I want to tap on my left foot, I go back up. Does that make sense? So I have this feeling of being upright, down, 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 upright, down, 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 down. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good. All right. Let's try that with a bit of music. What do I want to do? Slow it. I want to do it slower because I think it's too fast. Let's do this. Let's do this. 5, 6, here we go. And boom, boom, step, boom, boom. Oh, I'm messing myself up. It's 3. Oh, I made a mistake. Apologies. Did I mess you all up? I probably have. So it's 1, 2, down, down, up, up, down, down. I put an extra 2 swivels in there, which wasn't required. So apologies for that. So it's tap, tap, down, down, tap, tap, down, down. I'll just do a simple variation. Tap, tap, down, down. Yeah? So that's what we're doing. It's 2 taps, swivel twice, 2 taps, swivel twice. Okay, sorry about that if I confuse, but hopefully now it's rectified and you can do it. All right, here we go. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap, tap, down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. quick, slow, quick, 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 quick, slow, slow, Five, six, 7, 8. Drop the top. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Get ready. This is it. 5, 6. Here we go. Hop, hop. 3 and 9. I'm looking at you, but you should be doing it. 6. Round we go, round we go. Again. High rate. Simple. Alternate. Here you go, snake. I'm coming to you. I want to see how you are. Are you all sweaty? It's great to see you all. I saw that, Greg. Nice shower afterwards. Thank you so much, guys. I really enjoyed doing this with you. Hope you enjoyed it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's very sweet. Oh, so sweet.
Thank you so much, and thank you for everybody for coming. I don't know if anyone has a very last minute question for Trisha. I'm sure she wouldn't mind taking it just in the last minute or two. What I loved was just as I was doing all that movement in my head going, oh, I can see where this thing that we do in blues comes from, and I can see where this movement that we do in blues comes from. So it's just fabulous to just dance it out and really use the body and then make that connection in my own head as I was dancing. So thank you.
You're very welcome. It's just so great. Thank you for all your level. Oh, they're so sweet. The messages are so sweet. Oh, I knew that blues community is so lovely. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Valentina, love you.
Trisha, there was actually a question
thank you.
For recommendations.
West African, yes. West African. There's West African. There was a bit of Mali, but mainly Nigerian, Ghanaian. Yeah.
Great. Would you be able to maybe send me a couple of music recommendations?
No problem.
Mail to everyone. Brilliant.
No problem. Aha, yeah, you're right. I miss Hull. I hope they do that next year. Yeah, it is liberating. It's so wonderful just to have some fun with it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just reading the messages and talking at the same time, but it's just so nice to be connected back to people in this way. So thank you.
Trisha, there is actually another question. I don't know if you've seen it, Vicky, from Herrick.
Yeah, go
I missed. What was the question?
The film Small Aches, Lovers Rock is about a house party in the Caribbean immigrants community in London in the 70s, 80s. In the film, the party is called Blues Party, although the music they play is reggae, some subgenre lovers rock. I'm told you might know more about why it's called Blues Party, even when the music isn't blues. Okay.
Yeah, it's our version of blues. So it's the British experience. Obviously, I'm kind of part of that because I'm first generation. So my parents are from Jamaica. They came here and they bought their music, which was reggae and rocksteady. And really, as the sort of first generation born in this country, we were neither English and we were neither Jamaican. However, being brought up in our households where we were listening to this kind of music all the time, calypso, reggae, rocksteady, ska, that kind of music, we wanted to kind of define something that was for us. And so what we did was we created this genre of music called lovers rock. And I actually do a workshop on that stuff. So those of you who have done my workshop on lovers rock and the sort of the movement that comes with that. But yeah, that's our blues. So the Caribbean British experience of blues is lovers rock, and the kind of music that we play is very different to American blues music. Yeah.
And you said it's ska, calypso.
Yeah. So the point is that we were grown up with the Caribbean music, and I'm having to say particularly Jamaican, because Jamaica is the largest island in the Caribbean, and obviously the fact that that Britain had colonized Jamaica, so we had that link. So really back in the 60s. And the 50s and the 60s, when there was that sort of, the Windrush sort of generation coming over, the Jamaicans had kind of the sort of overarching kind of majority influence within sort of British culture. So I'm always talking from the sort of Jamaican experience, but at the time it was the Jamaicans that were coming over to man the NHS and to man the railways and the buses and all of that. That's the jobs that we did at the time. And so, but we listened to this stuff, but it felt like it just wasn't our own. And that's when lovers rock and the music that was created, and it's really a mixture of reggae. That's it. It's really our mixture of sort of British music and reggae kind of lumped together. But we called it the Blues Party. So for us, that is blues music. It's not the American stuff that you guys listen to. It is British, Caribbean, Jamaican influenced music. Silly Games, yeah, that's it. Exactly, Henrique. That's it. Silly Games was like the iconic piece of music that was played. And yeah, that's it. That's a really great example of lovers rock music. Yeah.
would you consider doing your Lovers Rock workshop for us one day?
Yes, of course I will. Yeah, of course I will.
Okay, that'll be the next one we do.
All right. So yay, I got that. Oh yeah, no problem. Oh, bless you all. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Well, it's time to let you all get on with your day. We have recorded this, so we'll send you all an email with a recording of the workshop should you want to redo it or revisit any parts of it. Trisha just kindly said that she'd send me some recommendations for music that I'll also include in your email. And just keep an eye out for the next workshop. There'll be one shortly. Haven't got a definite date yet, have we, Adam?
5th of December.
Oh, I'm lying. We have got one.
5th of December.
5th of December with Dexter Santos. So make sure you come along to that one. That will be a fabulous, fabulous workshop in December. And then hopefully we'll get Trisha back next year.
Vicky, don't forget to send me a message to remind me to send you the music, because I'll forget.
I will do. Any last things you want to say, Trisha or Adamo?
All I'm going to say is that I'm about to unmute you all, or you can unmute yourself and you can all scream and shout and clap for the last time today.
Thank you, Trisha. Thank you, Trisha.
So wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vicky and Adamo. Thank you.
Have a lovely day, everybody. Thank you so much, Trisha. And we'll see you all again soon.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Trisha, stay there. Trisha, stay there. Everybody else, you're free to go. Goodbye.